road team. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come in.
And off we go from Denver. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Throwing on first down, Novak.
And it's oh my God, what the fuck?
That one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A first carry here for Kaneng-Nwangu.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That's going to
stop us. First there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's
oh, my God. Come on.
Gonna get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mahomes now on first down.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Nolan Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Those are bad teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
3rd down and 1.
throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you can...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey.
Yeah, we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelsey, who appears to be in a bit of discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Oh, my God. What the fuck?
That will, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic first down.
Whatever.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Mahomes.
Damn. I couldn't even bump that nigga, man.
Kansas
Fuck.
City. Noah Gray, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs had 6 to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows to 10-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Novak. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bronco score. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. KC's offense ready to take over.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Nolan Smith.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, he can't looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's Smith to return it.
Damn.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. "10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. From the 43, here's second and a couple. As they've got it as we resume action. On second down, here's Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. On first and 10, Novak. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
On first down, Novak. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's second and 10.
Throwing again. Novak escaping the pressure right.
Why did you?
And it'll be intercepted.
Oh my God, why is he throwing it?
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes.
He's going to find his tight end Gray complete.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Mahomes going to throw.
What the fuck, nigga?
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
What the fuck is going on here? the fuck? Oh, my God. You just let him slip you?
Touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith.
Man, come on. Y'all got to get over there.
As he's tackled down inside the 20. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Looking to throw on second down. Novak. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And taken right at the 35.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mahomes now to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Running left is Dillon.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the Broncos are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
That's returnable now for
Damn.
Smith.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
They find some open field here. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. This one out quickly to Watkins.
What the fuck was you doing? Damn, be over there blocking.
8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups.
2 yards to go, second down. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on first down. Novak. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Chris Watkins, 32 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. McManus now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Shakes off the sand, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're playing safe for the run. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Pressure comes as he gets this one away.
Offside, defense.
In the first half, just like the end of the game, can't end with a defensive penalty. They'll have another play.
One more play, untimed. See what happens here.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So here are the Chiefs to take over.
They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one is caught. It's Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. D.J. Johnson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes firing complete. There he goes left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. 23 yards the pickup there. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
What? Oh, my God. Come on.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Butker's kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. A quick throw complete to Chark. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Handoff right side.
Got this one dude. Damn. Just got to block him.
They'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for the Broncos score. D.J. Chark with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to block those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just look to the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
To throw on 2nd down, Novak. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Novak flush to his right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
I swear we'll get a face mask. I swear these niggas never got a face mask.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
Let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Throw here's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Myles Garrett. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Boy, so a chance to take the lead here in this fourth quarter, but he couldn't get this one on target.
Everything looked good. The snap, the hole, even the distance. The only thing off, the most important part, the accuracy.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on him, but he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. DJ Chark with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And that one has shown that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now here comes Kansas City. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Mahomes now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass complete to Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now Mahomes. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Mahomes going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Mahomes to throw it.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Mahomes throw complete there to Rice.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Mahomes. This is caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Mahomes.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Mahomes.
Let's go.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
On the give is Nwangu. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And it will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mahomes will throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if in it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch.
Nigga! What?
And tackle someone.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover. They wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Denver, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about it, that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My crown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And that you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog, please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off, rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law, I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation.
Huh?
All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words,
Nah.
you not a poet. My advice, please don't try
Nah, he just wanted me to get on with the week. Said he wasn't playing.
I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich.
Nah, you playing? Where you at? You ain't playing nobody with the computer. You got the Panthers. Nah, I just knocked my game out, so everybody still got to play, huh?